everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Sam Fury Show. Give me neither poverty nor wealth, but only enough. Old Testament. Unfortunately, there is no verb in modern English for living your life in a way where you are happy with enough, but there used to be. It was called being frugal. The real meaning of frugality. These days, for many people, being frugal is akin to being stingy, or en español, un tacaño. But in reality, frugal is not about being stingy. In Your Money or Your Life, the author takes the word back to its Latin origins. Frug means virtue. Frux means fruit or value, and frui means to enjoy or have the use of. This is translated to mean that to be frugal is to enjoy what you have. I like this definition much better. Being frugal is not about penny pinching for the sake of penny pinching. It is about enjoying the possessions you do have. So if you buy something that is either useless or you don't get satisfaction from its use, that is not being frugal. That is consuming in excess, and that is bad not only for your bank account, but also for the planet, because everything you consume takes resources from the planet. But that is me going off on a tangent. Back to frugality. Some tips for frugality. Step 6 in the Your Money or Your Life program is essentially a bunch of tips on how to lower your expenses. I cover some of the more general ones here. There are more specific tips in the book, such as saving money when it comes to transport, housing, and children. The biggest tip is to stop trying to impress others. Many people buy things as status symbols. Honestly, no one really cares but you anyway. Another thing is to consider whether you really need to own something. There are plenty of things that you probably only use once in a while that you can borrow from a friend or neighbour. It's not all about taking either. You probably have stuff they can borrow, or you can trade your time. For example, let me borrow your lawnmower once a fortnight, and in return, I'll mow your lawn too. Don't go shopping. Obviously, if you don't go shopping, you won't be spending money. We all need food, of course, but this refers to things such as retail therapy. This applies to online shopping also. I am not a fan of wandering through a mall, but I can go nuts on Amazon or when I see an interesting gadget in my newsfeed. The answer? I block Amazon in my browser. I can get in if I really need to, but just having that extra barrier in the way makes me think twice. Live within your means. This essentially means to only buy things you can afford. Don't use credit. Save until you have enough to buy it outright. Take care of what you have. This reminds me of the sharpening the saw principle from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Whether it is your body or your possessions, taking the time to maintain them and to treat them with respect will save you repair bills in the future. Wear it out. There is no need to replace your phone every year just because it is the latest model. There is also no need to buy new socks or a new pair of shoes just because. Use things until they are truly no longer working properly. This doesn't mean you have to put up with things that keep breaking, because you can duct tape them back together. But often, things will last a little longer than you think. Use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. Do it yourself. It pays to learn how to do simple jobs yourself, such as basic plumbing, house repairs, car maintenance, and scratch cooking. When you do need a professional, watch them work so the next time you have the same problem, you will know how to fix it yourself. These days, you can find out how to do almost anything by researching it on YouTube. Anticipate your needs. This is about buying stuff on sale or in bulk at a discounted price. This doesn't mean to buy stuff you don't need just because it is on sale. It means for stuff you know you will use, such as toilet paper and toothpaste, then buying more when you see it discounted will save you money in the long run. Do your research. Especially for larger purchases, don't just buy the first thing you see or the cheapest version. Research the different models and features and decide on the item that best fits your needs in regard to price, practicality, and durability. Find the bargain. You will be surprised at the price difference between some items in different stores. All it takes is a quick online search to see who has it cheaper, or a phone call to your local vendor to ask for a discount. Do your research first. The more you know about the product, especially if you know the exact model number you want, the more equipped you will be to get a better deal. And don't be afraid to ask for a discount. Anytime, anywhere. The worst that will happen is the vendor will say no. Buy it used. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Even in the store, you can get floor models at a discount price. The 3 questions revised. Earlier, I had a little rant about how using less was good for the planet. It's true, and the author of this book feels the same. In fact, they give a revised version of the 3 questions with the planet in mind. 1. Am I likely to get fulfillment from this money spent in proportion to the resources that it represents? 2. This purchase in alignment with values that we all hold in common. The desire to survive and thrive. 3. What would spending in this category look like if I were working as much for the well-being of the whole world as for my individual survival? Look back at your expenses. After a year of tracking your expenses, look back on them. Chances are you could be spending less of every purchase without sacrificing the fulfillment you get from them, and in many cases, increasing it. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Sam Fury Show. If you found this episode useful, let me know with a like, follow, and share. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to visit samfury.com and join my free newsletter. As a subscriber, you'll receive no more than 1 email a week containing a roundup of my latest posts, as well as exclusive content which is only for my mailing list. It's completely free to join at samfury.com.